Now the fun begins. We're at the playoffs as we're at the Proctor Youth League baseball action. You see Jordan Hansen has been handed the baseball, and Shane Protovansky's his catcher, and that's going to be the battery for playoff game number 1 from Proctor, Vermont, from the beautiful Youth League fields. And the opponent tonight, Barstow, the Red Sox. We got to see the matchup with Barstow and Proctor earlier in the season, and it was a good game. This should be no different. At this phase of the playoffs, it's single elimination. You look at Dalton Eckert up there. And he'll take that first pitch outside for a ball. The rest of that defense has Cody Landon playing first base. Jesse Slade's at second. Richard Bechet, of course, is your shortstop. Reed Farley, the big guy, getting to start at third base. Hansen around the plate all season long and doesn't hurt himself with walks. And actually has a good strikeout ratio for the amount of batters he's facing. Scheduled for 6 tonight. See if Mother Nature cooperates. There's threatening skies of thunder and lightning, and there's also that same threat on the field of thunder and lightning happening here with the athletes we've got out there, the baseball players. You're going to see a lot of action tonight. And it's going to be up and out of play on the dugout roof. It'll be foul ball, it'll be strike 2. But yeah, in this first round, it's single elimination. You lose and you're done. Your season's over. Same thing when we go to the next round would be that. But when you get to if you advance to the championship game, it's a 2 out of 3 series. So some pretty cool formats right there. And I will set the defense in that outfield for you in a second. That's outside. 2-2 the count. Got Curtis Tomlinson. He's your center fielder. Ryan Johnson gets the start in right field. And Sean Blanchard, the left fielder. And you've met the Proctor Rangers now. And that's put into play. And Protovansky will track it. Catch it. And there he is. He's one of the players from Proctor. It's made the All-Star team. A good selection. An outstanding player all season. And you can see him right there at that catcher spot in foul territory. Locate the ball. Find the ball. And record the out. Now Cameron healed up and Eric Goki on deck. That's the first 3 in the order here. Again, it's been great action to watch all season long. And now the playoffs, he just ratcheted up the intensity another notch or two. And like I said, with a winner-take-all format right here in this first round, that this is going to be pretty intense stuff tonight. You know, I'm a big Red Sox fan, a big American Legion Post 31 fan, but this stuff right here is just good stuff to watch. You like baseball, you like community events, you like youth in your area, you got it right here. All on Munger Vision Channel 15, and you can watch it on the web anywhere in the world at PEGTV.com. Click video on demand. We were doing that at PEGTV before it became cool. So don't forget that. All these other webcasters to get sponsorship and make money off the youth and the amateur sports. We do it for absolutely free. No fee involved. Volunteers like myself, we get out there and you just click on PEGTV.com, click on video on demand, and you can watch sports anywhere you like to. That's a good solid swing right there by Cameron Hill. I was watching him in the warm-ups for Barstow out there at the other field behind me warming up. And yeah, I'm at the shortstop position, and that is where he'll be starting. And a very impressive glove and arm, very good strong arm, very good at fielding balls. He got fooled on that breaking ball, and he'll be the first strikeout victim here as he jumped back from that breaking ball. Actually, that was the fastball. He throws a 2-seamer and a 4-seamer. Now Eric Goki is going to be the starting pitcher tonight for Barstow, up with 2 down and nobody on base. So Proctor, number 1 seed in the tournament, undefeated regular season, but all that right now, that was good hard work. That was great. They won the regular season championship, but you got to put that all on hold right now, on the back burner, because this is a whole new territory. And actually, the game I did between Barstow and Proctor right here on this beautiful field in Proctor was actually a tight ball game. Goalkeeper pitched very well. And that'll be off from the glove of Protovansky, and that'll be a ball. If they do get another batter up there on deck hitter, it'll be Gabe Mulholland. He'll be the batting that cleanup spot for Barstow. And I already mentioned Post 31. They're off to a good start. They're 4 wins, no losses. 2 wins at home, 2 wins on the road. And great pitch right there. Had him out in front of it and kept that outside corner pretty much like a radar over there on that outside corner and got the swinging strike. Hansen tried to take it a little bit out of the strike zone and tease him, but he went and chased it. Goki very good knowing the strike zone anyway. He's got good instincts up there as a baseball player. You just get that sense watching him play. And see right there, he held up on that borderline pitch. He'll draw the walk, and that will bring up the cleanup batter now. Gabe Mulholland up batting in that 4 spot. And he usually gets a bat on the ball, so Proctor got the first 2 batters here. Now they've Got to see what Barstow Red Sox are going to be doing as far as stealing, being aggressive on the bases. Right there, they're just holding at first base, and they do have Cody Landon playing behind the runner, as you would at this level, at this age level. And that strike, again, just tickling that outside corner. But getting back to post 31, their schedules, you can get it right in the Rutland Herald. You get it online at the Legion. You can also just find various pocket schedules all over the city. But good baseball to watch. They've got some interesting squad this year. They've got a lot of role players, some power hitters, some good pitchers. They're going to have a good season. They get down to St. Peter's Field, another spectacular place to watch a baseball game. And no admission, just like this. Great free entertainment right there in your community. Get in there, watch American Legion Post 31 baseball action. And he will step away and pull a foul down the third baseline. Got around on it and really had to bat way out and ahead of it, pulled it foul. You look at Jordan Hansen, the pitcher, Protovansky, the catcher, and I think it was Protovansky, Hansen, and Bechet that made the All-Star team. And again, he'll waste that one up and away. On deck batter after Mulholland's Jacob Bishop. And again, Barstow at the plate in the red uniforms, and they are the Red Sox. There's a couple teams in this youth league that go with the Red Sox. Proctor's the Rangers, and got him looking, strike three. They'll strand one. We'll have a scoreless first, at the top of the first here from Proctor, Vermont on Munger Vision. The shortstop, Richard Bechet, leading things off here for Proctor, to be followed by Shane Protovansky and Jordan Hansen, with Cody Landon batting in the cleanup spot. And boy, nice rip at the ball right there, as Bechet liked that one. Just got a little bit underneath it, and it'll be a foul ball strike. And I'll set up the battery. It's Stefanel as the catcher, number 15 behind the plate. Eric Golke, the pitcher, and that's for Barstow. And strike two on a foul ball. Got Brad Patterson playing first base. Alden Bishop's at second. Cameron Heald is a shortstop, and Dalton Eckerd is at third base on the hot corner. Playoff action from Proctor, Vermont. That's going to be the second. Picked up, and there's a 4-3 ground out to get things started off for Barstow. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a scoreless duel for quite a while here. Protovansky now coming up, batting in that number 2 spot. Been a very productive batter this year. And the rest of that defense, Gabe Mulholland's in center field. Jacob Bishop is the left fielder, and Kevin McGuire, the right fielder. And that one bust up and inside, called a strike. And like I said, Golke pitched very well in the game during the regular season here at Proctor. And I expect this to be played close to the best both ways. Defensively and on both sides of the dugout. And that's going to be fair ball. And Protovansky going to turn. He's going to come into second base. And will he stay standing? He's going to take third base, turns the corner, heads into third, and he'll hit the dirt and get up. He'll have a triple. And like I said, he's been a catalyst all year out there. Been a leader, whether it's been what he's pitching or behind the plate catching. He's had some big hits this year, and that's one of them right there. Jordan Hansen up, one down, and a runner at third base for Proctor. And this is one thing that they did during the regular season very well. They capitalized, able to get that run in. There's a catch at first base. Runner going to tag, come home, and he is going to be in a pickle. Yeah, he's in a pickle, and he's going to be safe. Yeah, you know, not a bad deal. They were able to keep him from scoring, get the out. They got 2 down now, and a runner at third base. If I started to say that was caught at first base by Brad Patterson at Proctor, and with Landon coming up now. When they got runners in scoring position, they did a really good job of picking them up on a consistent basis. High chopper, slow chopper. It's going to be a tough play. And yeah, he's going to have to eat the ball. The run will score, and that was just beat right down into the dirt right in front of home base, and it was just such a slow developing play. Landon's going to have an infield single and an RBI. Sean Blanchard now as Proctor breaks on top. And boy, that pitch was a good pitch, and the runner will go down to second uncontested. That is something, if you watched a lot of this youth baseball action on Munger, you know that Proctor will really motor on the bases, and that's going to be a wild pitch. And you can see Landon will go into third base and no throw, so he'll be at third base with 2 down. And significance of that, well, one more wild pitch, he could come home, or a pass ball, or an error. Base hit definitely. And good job of holding up right there by Sean Blanchard as that pitch kind of just tantalizing out there up around the letters, but he didn't go for it. Proctor with that 1-0 lead. Oh, he couldn't hold up on that one as he went after the high heater. And I have been informed that in July they'll have the Proctor All-Star Tournament with all the different teams coming in, and that's a great pitch. In the inning, got him on strike 3. The Proctor squad does play to run, and they'll have a 1-0 lead going in the top of the second. Jacob Bishop at the plate. He'll lead things off here for the Barstow squad in the top of the second, and it'll be high for a ball. Defense stays the same with Landon at first, Slade at second, Bechet at short, Farley at third, Protovansky behind the dish, Hanson on the mound, Blanchard, Tomlinson, and Johnson in the outfield. They're leaving the count up now at 1 ball, 1 strike. Hanson with 2 strikeouts in that first inning did issue a walk. It'll be Bishop, McGuire, and Patterson, the 3 due up here for the Barstow squad, the Red Sox, they call them. You know, and again, I talked about it earlier, but that there's a concert series starting in Rutland City in the park, and it's free. And a lot of good music going through the park, and that's going to be down to shortstop. Nope, Bechet has it cut off by Farley from his butt, makes the throw, and they'll be safe. So they'll have an infield single. Good stop by Farley, just lost his footing, went down on the ground, and looked like Greg Nettles or Brooks Robinson back from my day, diving at third base there. So there's the first base hit as Kevin McGuire gets up there now. First base hit of the game officially for the Barstow squad. Wild pitch and a runner, just getting a late start, and close play. He's going to be safe. Yep. He got a late start and just did get in there. So we will have Barstow with the first runner in scoring position, trying to get this thing knotted up. It's 1-0 right now. Proctor with the lead. Came inside with some chin music and knocks. Well, actually, they have that as Liam Clark, number 14, not McGuire. As he turned, I see his jersey number was number 14. That's going to drop in, and that should score the run. We're going to have a tie game at 1-1, and there it is. Tying run will come in an RBI. And again, I have it as 14, Liam Clark. They had it as, and it was just confirmed that is Liam Clark with the RBI single. So it's 1-1 in the second inning. Now Brad Patterson should be up now. And there's the strike right down the gut. Well, I started talking. There's all kinds of things to do in Rutland area. Castleton, Vermont, on the green in Castleton, they have a concert series. I want to say it's every Tuesday night. There's a swing and a miss on an outside pitch for a strike. Rutland in the park where the gazebo is, up on Main Street, they have a concert series. Now I couldn't tell you if that's Wednesday or Thursday, but it's always in the paper, and there's a sign out on the green that's going to be popped up. Foul out of play over the backstop for strike 2. And these are all free events. I mean, you can go with a lawn chair or sit on the bench or blanket, lay on the ground or whatever, and take in some really good music. They have some good groups coming up at these, both the Castleton Green and the Rutland Park. See Protovansky almost standing up, and that will hit Patterson as it came too far inside. That'll send Clark down to second base, and Patterson will be the first batter hit by a pitch this evening, and it puts runners at first and second for L, the catcher. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It was E-L-L on the roster lineup that I was given. So the makings of a big inning here for Barstow, and there's a great pitch. You see that breaking action. Started inside, finished outside, got him swinging at it and missed it. Alden Bishop on deck for Barstow. We got a 1-1 game and a threat here in the top of the second for Barstow. That one came just a little bit too far inside, and we'll even things up at 1-1. And the way this youth tournament works here, Well, that's going to be right to short. There's the charge, and he'll bobble, he'll flip, and he's going to throw it away. He'll be backed up. They're going to have it second. He's out at second. Yep. Yeah, and they're going to bring the ball in now to the mound, and they'll bring up Alden Bishop with a first and third, and just one out, one run in. And a chance for the road team to grab the lead here. But in the early rounds of the playoffs, it's single elimination. And that came in tight again, and that made the batter Bishop turn away from it. Top of the order on deck, Dalton Eckerd. Put into play, and an error at third, and that's going to let the go-ahead run come in. You can see, they'll bring the ball in to play. And that's a couple areas Proctor really did a good job of staying away from, and that was not making mistakes. They're a pretty error-free team all season. And again, that one got away from Jordan Hansen, the pitcher. It's 2-1 now. Barstow with the lead. Runners at first and second. Oh, what a grab. What a grab. What a grab. He just stabbed it. I hope I got some of it on tape. It happened so fast. I'll tell you what, that was a fantastic play defensively. And a hot shot to Reed Farley. He'll stab it out of the air. Now healed up. He struck out back in the first inning, and he'll take strike one right there. So Barstow with 2 on, 2 down, 2 in. They have a 2-1 lead in the second inning. So Deuce is wild here. And did he go? Will they appeal it? They're going to say he held up. So good job discipliner at the plate by Heald to hold up on that pitch. Again, that one, he's been missing a lot inside, almost the same spot. I don't think grip will be a problem. It feels very dry. You know, the skies are kind of threatening, but went to the little change of pace there and got him to foul the ball off. So we've got 2 strikes now on Cameron Heald, the shortstop, with the pitcher Eric Gohlke on deck. He'll get him, and that'll be strike 3 in the inning, but Barstow taking the lead 2-1 going in the bottom of the second, and there's playoff action on Munger Vision. Yeah, Reed Farley lead things off against Gohlke. Gohlke with a strikeout in that first inning, gave up the 1 run. And he'll start things off with a strike, as both pitchers, as Bill, been right around the plate. And Farley with that good defensive play at the top of this inning. And swing and a miss, big swing and a miss for a strike. So he's down in the count, 0-2. You got to figure that that took away at least 1 run, the play that Farley made at third base. So make a bookmark there. That was a big defensive play. And he'll go down 3 good pitches in a row for strike 3. That's back-to-back strikeouts now going back to the bottom of the first. And Jesse Slade up, the second baseman for Proctor. Slade's been swinging a hot bat all season long for the Rangers. But he's got some real nice sinking action on that fastball tonight, Gohlke does. I see him again, got him off balance and chasing the ball. And again, for all the rain we've had this past week, the field in excellent condition here, and the volunteers that make this youth group, this youth field happen, they do a nice job with it. That's going to be it on the first. Patterson to the bag. Got it. So unassisted, the put out will go to Patterson at first base. There's very quickly 2 down now. Ryan Johnson, who I saw in the Crowley Road Race, the younger version of the Crowley Road Race downtown Rutland. We'll watch that one come in too high for a ball. There is a pretty stiff breeze blowing tonight. But right now it's not a hitter's breeze, it's a pitcher's breeze. It's blowing from center field into the batter's face. That's put into play to second. Takes a bad hop. Bishop's got time, and going to beat it out. Yeah, took a funny hop coming into Alden Bishop, and he almost was able to pull the play off. Johnson, though, really hustling down the line. And now another one of the good hitters here for Proctor, Tomlinson, up from the left side. So Curtis Tomlinson got the start in center field tonight, and he's up at the plate. And that's going to be off the glove, swing and a miss for a strike. I didn't know with the weather conditions being so horrendous all last week and this week if there was some downtime for these teams between games. That's going to be strike there. I think it was a strike regardless if he brought the bat back on the attempted bunt or not. So with 2 strikes, Goki looking for his 3rd strikeout of the game. He will get it, and that will end the inning, and it'll stay 2-1 Barstow going into the 3rd. Goki now in the top of the 3rd, and this one got a lot of tension in the crowd. Very knowledgeable fans, and they know that all that hard work during the regular season right here on the line in the playoff game. And 2-1, top of the 3rd, Barstow with that lead. And Goki thought about going for it, held up to be called a strike, and going to have Goki, Mulholland, and Bishop due up here. And that's going to be past the diving attempt of Slade, and to Johnson. He'll get it into cutoff quickly, and Boucher will make sure the runner stays at first. So not only is Goki doing it on the mound with his pitching, did it with his bat right there. He's walked and had a single. He's been on base twice tonight. Now Mulholland up. He looked at strike 3 his first time up, and right now Goki wasn't off on the steal. And I'm just checking real quickly. It's still Protovansky behind the plate. And that's going to be chopped. Ball, just past Farley. Just foul at the last second. Again, Farley's at 3rd. Boucher's at short. Slade at 2nd. And Landon at 1st. Oh, big swing and a miss. That'll be strike 3, and that'll be throw down to 1st. I missed it, but he was safe. So 4 strikeouts now for Hansen. Jacob Bishop up. He singled, and he eventually scored. So he's 1 for 1 today, and he's got a run scored to his credit. That one kind of floated in there high and stayed high and was a ball. Tomlinson, Blanchard, and Johnson the outfield for Proctor. That's off the fist. Farley will make the grab. Harley had to move, and it's out number 2. So after that leadoff single, they retired the next 2 batters. They're trying to then get Liam Clark here. They'll be able to, as Clark had a single and RBI his first time up. And there's the runner going down, the throw. Yeah, and he's safe. Throw was on the 3rd base side of the bag by the time Boucher brought the tag over. The runner was in there safe. So Goki wheel still 2nd on a close play. And Clark looking for another RBI here. And he'll lay off that pitch as high and outside corner. And the outfield is shading toward that 3rd base line on him. Hansen trying to not let that leadoff single come around to get him for a run, and he's got a good pitch on that last one. Again, good location by both pitchers tonight so far. And we're in the 3rd, the game moving right along. And he'll pull the string on that and get the swinging strike, and quickly 2 strikes now on Clark. 2 down, 2 strikes. Goki at 2nd. And that's a good job with 2 strikes by Liam Clark to make sure he moved that bat off his shoulder. Got a piece of the ball, fouled it off, and he'll stay alive to swing again. As Hansen and Proctor coming in here with that number 1 seed in that undefeated season, and that puts a lot of pressure on you come playoff time to come in with a win, no losses in the season. Everybody's gunning for you. And he'll get him, strike 3, and that'll retire the side. They'll strand 1. Barstow will maintain that 2-1 lead going into the bottom of the 3rd. Top of the order, Richard Bechet, the shortstop up. Bechet grounded out to second base. Talon Bishop his first time up. So from the left side of the plate, getting a second look at Goki. That's going to be back to Bishop. Takes his time, and too much time, and he'll beat it out. So Bechet, who represents good speed on the bases, will beat that out and be at first base. And I'm wondering how long it'll be before we see him use the running game of theirs, that aggressive running game of theirs. I don't think you'll see him too long before he's going. Protovansky up, he had a triple and scored the only run for Proctor. Outside corner, strike, throw down, runner going to second, and he'll be safe. So it didn't take Bechet very long to get those wheels moving. Putting himself in scoring position with nobody down. Of course, they got the RBI man at the plate in Protovansky. Ball tip caught by Els behind the plate. So Stephen L. A nice grab on that swinging strike. Still would have been a strike regardless if he got it or not. Just doing his job right back there as a catcher. Off the fist, almost got fooled on that. Stayed alive. 2 strikes on Protovansky. Richard Bechet going back to retag second as he gets set. And Goki's been in control here nicely through almost 3 innings. And that should get the run in. And that's going to bounce run, and they're going to wheel him around, and Bechet's heading home, and he will be in there. No throw, and he'll be in there with the tying run, and Protovansky will get the RBI on that single to right field. And that's why base stealing, being able to run those bases as aggressively as they do, so important. If Bechet doesn't steal second, he doesn't score on that single. Now Jordan Hansen up. So we got 2-2 game and the bottom of the 3rd, and I expect it to be tight like this all the time throughout the night. Yeah, Hansen, his first time up, popped out to Brad Patterson, the first baseman for Barstow. And we have an equipment issue as they take care of the catcher's mask. So he's good to go now behind the plate. There's a strike from Goki. So Protovansky with a triple, and then he came in to score a run. Now he just drove in a run with a single, so he's looking at 2 for 2 night. Protovansky didn't steal that last pitch, and boy, that's going to be a shot right at short. Heald with the grab will get 1, and that's what will take the lead runner out. Nice job by Heald on a short hop. Not a lot of time to react, but he'll make the play. So Hansen will be on via the fielder's choice. Now Cody Landon up. He had an infield single that scored Protovansky the first inning. So he's got an RBI on an infield single. And that's going to be off the catcher's glove. And Hansen will take the turn, look, and stay planted down at second base. So he'll move up on that wild pitch. Yeah, Landon with Blanchard on deck. He'll pull the ball, and that's going to be past Bishop, and they're going to send him around. Hansen looking for the lead for Proctor, coming in and got it. So Landon able to make hard contact on the ball. So that run will score. Now Sean Blanchard up. He struck out looking at strike 3. Getting his second chance. Again, makes a big difference seeing the same pitcher for the second time through. There goes the runner. There goes the throw, and he will be safe, and he'll call time as he knocks the bag off on impact. He's going to work double duty here. He's going to put the bag, the second base bag in after he stole the bag. And that's a big part of the Rangers' offensive scheme is that base running, that aggressive base running. Off the end of the bat, foul. Landon will have to stay put at second base. So 2 runs here in the 3rd have given the Rangers a 3-2 lead. Reed Farley on deck for Proctor. There is the 1 out. Goki into the windup, the big guy. And that's going to be a wild pitch, and you can see Landon will end up down at third base, he'll take the turn, see if we can draw the throw, wreak a little havoc and chaos out there, but they'll have none of it. We'll see what he'll throw here. And it's good stop this time by L. And that could have been an opportunity for Landon to score if that gets by the catcher. There is one out, and it's turning into a big inning so far. 2 runs in, a chance for a third. And that was too far inside. Wait and see, and it was inside for a ball. As we're in the bottom of the third, scheduled for 6. If we're tied at the end of 6, we'll keep playing until we have a winner. This is playoff baseball. That's going to be off the mound and a high hop, and what a home bounce that was. And that will score the run easily. And he'll be safe at first base. You got to give him an infield single on that, and an RBI. Now Reed Barley. I think actually we got a pinch hitter. We do. We got Miles up. So Kyle Miles up for the first time as he's hitting for Farley. And good eye right there. He'll step back from that pitch inside and take it for a ball. Blanchard holding that first base on those first couple pitches. I think he's going to be off and going here. No, he'll hold up again, and Goki trying to pitch himself out of the jam here in the 4th. 4-1, 4-2, 4-2 right now. Proctor, ooh, that's right off from the helmet of Miles, and he looks okay. So each pitcher has hit a batter tonight. And Jesse Slade up, he grounded out to the first baseman. And they're going to check, yeah, to make sure Miles is all right. You see the coach heading over there, just make sure, yeah, that he will respond to his name. And I was waiting for him to hold up how many fingers do I have, but he didn't do that. So we'll have Proctor now with runners at first and second for the very dangerous Jesse Slade. And that Golke let that one get a little bit away from him as he overthrew that time. And again, Proctor with 3 runs in this inning. That's ball 2, and runners at first and second, 1 out. It was about the 4th inning last time that Proctor was able to put a little distance between them and Barstow, and that's a wild pitch, and both runners will move up this time. See Blanchard going to third, and Miles pulling up at second base. Johnson on deck, Slade. He's had good power all year at the plate. Oh, great pitch. He had his cuts at that one, and he'll take a little walk and think about that. Golke's got that sinker ball action on his fastball working real nice. And boy, 2 strikes. That's a great job of falling off. Well, it could have been strike 3. So Golke, I don't think he's anywhere near running out of gas. That's going to go down toward first. They'll pick it up. The bobble, and he's going to be safe. And here comes the second run, and Miles will score. So they just never stopped sending the runner around as Blanchard scored ahead of Miles. Miles came in, again, like I said, he just never, ever stopped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's now 6-2, Proctor. As Johnson reached on there. His only other time up is Golke's had a little tough luck here from the pitcher's mound. He's had that ball that was singled up the middle that hit the pitcher's rubber and bounced straight up in the air. He's had a couple balls that possibly could have been fielded behind him that got away from the fielders. He's been throwing very well here. He went up and got it, and it's going to drop in front of Mulholland. And Jesse's going to try for third base. Slade will be in there to throw up the line. Slade will slide and just barely make it into third on the trail. Look at that. Johnson running very smartly. Took the extra base on the throw through. Now bring up Tomlinson now. And again, just the one out. This is the 9th batter to come to the plate. They do have that 10 batter rule, and I believe they're going to come out. They're going to have a talk with Goki, and I'm waiting. He hasn't handed him the ball yet. They're going to stay with Goki, and I really thought they had, to tell you the truth. He's the ace on the staff, and game far from over. As it's 6-2, but still we're only at the midway point of the game, so. Tomlinson with a real uppercut swing there, followed the ball back into the screen. It'll be a strike, and Goki and L still the battery out there. Johnson at second, and down at third base is Slade. And again, it's been that Proctor aggressive, take that extra base, put pressure on the defense, a steals type style that the running game's what's really generated a lot of their offense here. Then put that extra runner in scoring position by taking the extra base on the throw through to third. Like I said, the little things, Proctor did the little things right all year long. Thus the undefeated record, #1 seed. And after being held pretty much in check with just one run through 2 innings, they've come through now offensively here in the bottom of the third. And Tomlinson sliding back out of the way of that pitch, and Goki. He's got the 1 out, but he'll only face 1 more batter because of the 10 batter rule in youth league ball. And good pitch, and Tomlinson, as Johnson doesn't realize it's only 2 outs, he's going to get back to second. There he goes. So Boucher up for the 2nd time. He's the 10th batter also, so we'll see what he does here. We can unleash one. Let's come back to Goki. He'll throw to first, and that's the inning, but a big one it is. 5 runs come across the plate. 6-2 now, Proctor with the lead going into the 4th. New pitcher out there for the Rangers is the big lefty, Cody Landon. So Landon will come in the 4th. Hansen went 3 innings, gave up 2 runs, struck out 5, pitched extremely well. But again, if you win tonight, I know we're taped late, but this is Monday. You play again Wednesday. If you win Wednesday, you play Friday, and you got to win 2 out of 3, so it'll be a Friday-Saturday affair. So yeah, you got to really keep track of your pitching because you only get X number of innings in a week's time. So, and at the plate, I should tell you, that's Brad Patterson up there. He was hit by a pitch his first time up, and then he was tagged out on the next sequence of plays when he overran the bag at second. And we had a good rip with that one. Protovansky remains the catcher, and they brought in Miles. Kyle Miles is at third base defensively now. Richard Boucher remains at short. Hansen's gone to second base, and Tomlinson's coming from center field to play first base. Landon started at first base, and like I said, coming on trying to get the win or save the win here. Fisher Paquette's the right fielder. Sam Tilden in center. And I believe that's still Blanchard, Sean Blanchard in left field. Fouled back. Again, good job with 2 strikes here by the big guy at the plate, Patterson, with L on deck, and then Alden Bishop due up next. So we're scheduled for 6. We're in the 4th at 6-2 Proctor. They had a undefeated regular season. They come in with the #1 seed. And there's a strikeout. Oh, that was a great pitch. Now L, the catcher, he reached on a fielder's choice his first and only time up. And I'll tell you what, you would never guess it's this late in June, the coolness of the temperature. And no, foul ball. Dead ball, yeah. He bunted it and hit his bat coming back. Actually, I think that ball came back up and hit him in fair territory, but they're going to call it a dead ball, fall ball. I like the idea though. The ball, I like that. So after all the dust settles, she's going to be strike 1, strike 2, and I'll tell you what, great location. He brought some garlic sauce, some cayenne pepper on that pitch. It had some pop to it. Foul tip caught by Protovansky, and that'll be strikeout number 2 for Landon, and now Alden Bishop up. He reached on an error his first time up. No, looking ahead, it's hypothetical. To say if Landon closes the deal out here and goes 3 innings, you still got Protovansky with all his innings, Landon with 3, and Hansen with 3. So pitching-wise, you're in good shape. Plus, there's other people on the team that have pitched before also. So looking to retire the side in order is Landon in his first inning of work, and Protovansky will go up and grab that and save it from going out of play. Protovansky's going to lead off the inning batting-wise for Proctor when they get up there to swing the bats in the bottom of the 4th. 6-2 Proctor over Barstow. Barstow held that 2-1 lead for a while. Oh, he just couldn't hold up on it. Again, look at the motion. He's throwing a 2-seamer and a 4-seamer, and you see the different motions coming off the way the ball reacts. Landon kicks, Landon fires, and that's going to be foul. That was a good at-bat right there by Bishop to get a piece of that ball with 2 strikes on him. PEGTV.com, that's all you got to know. If you want to watch sports on the internet, you go to PEGTV.com and click Video on Demand. Yeah, he'll lose that one. It sailed on him. It floated like a butterfly and stayed high and outside. So we've watched the Proctor Rangers and all the other opponents for the Youth League come through here through the regular season, and a little extra treat, we'll get to watch the playoffs now. Plus, that's going to be a ball. Plus, we'll get some of the All-Star action in July. So make sure you set some time aside in July to drive out here to Proctor, Vermont and watch some of that All-Star tournament in person. And make sure you watch some of it on Munger Vision on Channel 15. Check, swing, foul, and again, Bishop doing a nice job. Top of the order, Eckerd on deck. 7 strikeouts between the 2 Proctor pitchers so far. We're only in the 4th inning. Pitched in defense. That's what's going to win you titles. Having the big bats, the good hitters, that's just a luxury. And he'll go down, strike 3, and he'll strike out the side, and we'll stay 6-2 Proctor going in the bottom of the 4th. Protovansky up. He's got a triple, a single, an RBI, and he scored a run. Now he's dropping down a bunt, picked up by Goki. He'll throw to first, and he'll just get him. So trying something a little different there to lead off this part of the 4th inning. He'll ground out to the pitcher. Now Jordan Hansen up. Hansen has popped up to the first baseman and then reached on a fielder's choice and scored. To third, Eckerd picking up, spinning, and he'll hold it. And that'll put the very speedy Hansen on at first base. Cody Landon up. He's had an infield single, and he's reached on an error. He had a very impressive inning of pitching here in the top half of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th, scheduled for 6. Winner moves on deeper into the playoffs. And that's going to be slicing foul down out of play. Been great action, whether it's been from the Proctor team this whole season here or the visitors. We've seen Pittsford and Killington and Barstow and a whole host of outstanding young talent coming in. Baseball's alive and well in the Rutland area, I'll tell you that. You got a piece of it up, and fair ball. You see Hansen looking, picking up the coach at third, going in. No, yep, he'll get caught up in the pickle play. He'll hold on to it. And first and second now, so Landon will have that ball drop in for a base hit. And then at the last second, Proctor avoided not a mistake, but an out occurring on the base pass as they were able to get back into position. At first to second, Blanchard up. He has struck out, and he's had an infield single. He's got an RBI, and he's scored a run. So he's been busy. Oh, he made contact, hard contact up the middle. You can see the drive. They're going to go to third base, and they'll throw it away. Dead ball. It's in the dugout, and I'm not sure why they were going to go to third base on a play. So they're going to hold runners at second and third, and the 7th run will score. So yet another RBI for Blanchard. That's a great hit. Now Miles up. I'll tell you what, that ball was just drilled up the middle of the field. So Kyle Miles. And table set for a big inning, second and third, and good pitch right there by Goki. Looks like Tilden will be the on-deck batter for Proctor. As I have to start catching up with some of those defensive subs are coming to the plate now for the first time. Strike called on a great pitch. So we go 7-2, and great pitch. Strike 3, got him looking. That is out number 2. And if he can get out of this with just that 1 run scoring, that could be a big momentum builder for Barstow going into the top of the 5th. That's going down to first, and fair ball. He touched the bag with the glove, and he got him. What a play over there by Patterson in the inning. 1 run does come in for Proctor. They'll have a 7-2 lead going into the 5th. Cody Landon will be looking at the top of the order, and Dalton Eckert, he's 0 for 2 today. And boy, no time like the president to get a rally going, and he'll swing and miss at that high fastball. Landon struck out the side in the 4th. That was his first inning of work. He's going to be looking at Eckert, Heald, and Goki due up for Barstow as those outs starting to dwindle away on Barstow here. A swing and a miss, strike 2. Again, Barstow got off to a very good start here. This ball game had a 2-1 lead. Then those bats came to life, and runners got on base for Proctor, and they were able to unleash their running game and create all kinds of havoc and chaos on the field, and they pumped the lead up to 7-2 now. And he'll get them. Strikeout number 4. That's 4 in a row, and Eckert will take a seat, and Cameron Heald up now. He's 0 for 2 also. The Barstow Red Sox, good-looking team. Both games I've watched them. Getting a whole key to any winning season or winning playoff sessions, whether you're high school or Legion ball or college or pro ball or here, got that pitching, got that pitching come through. Got a lot of it. 3-4 arms that you can get in there. And like I said, the way it works, if you win tonight, you advance. If you lose, you're eliminated. The next round, same thing. You win, you go on. You lose, you're out. But then you're in the championship round, and you got to win 2 out of 3 from the whoever survived and went to the championship round with you. So you see where there could be a lot. Oh, he didn't hold up. That'll be strike. I think it was a strike regardless, but he didn't hold up. So you can see you're going to use up a lot of pitching in a very short period of time. I'll tell you what, Landon's just got a rhythm going right now. He's what we call, he's catching and firing right now. He's loose, he's feeling it, he's got his release point down, his mechanics look good, confident, he's fluid, and he's dominating. And yeah, he throws him on the inside pitch. 5 strikeouts in a row now, 5 outs recorded in a row for Landon, and now Eric Goki up. He's walked and singled, so he's officially 1 for 1 tonight. So we're in the 5th, and it looks like the rain's going to hold off. It is cool. It's very windy. I wish I was smart enough to put a jacket in my car, but I wasn't smart enough to take the jacket from the car to the game, to the field with me. So I'll have to sit here and be chilly. That's going to be put into play to second base. Nice bounce. Hanson to first. That's the side. That's 6 in a row retired now by Landon. 7-2 Proctor as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Basketball, Barstow needing a defensive stop right here. They down by 7 with just 3, or down 7-2 with just 3 outs left, and I believe this is Fisher Paquette up for the first time. He came in defensively a couple innings ago and got the bat on the ball, and Goki will let it land, picks it up, fair territory, throw to first, then they'll just nip him. So Tim Paquette made contact, and a good play by Goki will eliminate him. So there's 1 out here for Curtis Tomlinson. We're in the bottom of the 5th, and Tomlinson looking for his first base hit of the ball game tonight. Goki's had good stuff. He has. He's had good stuff. He gave up the 1 run in the first inning, held him scoreless in the second. It was the 5th, between some misplayed balls, some wild pitches, and some base hits. They got 5 runs, and they picked up one more run in the 4th. That's where they get their 7 from. Top of the order, Richard Bechet on deck after Tomlinson. And a good eye there by Tomlinson is that sinker action fastball of Gokey's is what's really been giving the Proctor players some fits tonight. The big righty will get that one a little high, a little bit out of the strike zone. It'll be a ball. And it's still Patterson, Alden Bishop, Cameron Heald, and Dalton Eckert on the infield, L behind the plate. And that's going to be pulled and knocked out. He's got time. He'll step on the bag, and Patterson again making the play down at first base. Now Richard Bechet up, grounded out to second, reached on an error, and then grounded out to the third baseman. He got up twice in the big third inning, excuse me. And Bechet, with nobody on base right now, will make contact, and it's going to be up, and nice catch by the fan behind. You can see the fan there behind home base with the grab on Munger vision. I don't know. I can't say for sure because I'm too far away, but I think I know who that guy is. If it's who I think it is, I can't believe he caught the ball. That's a shot knocked down by the pitcher. Gokey, he'll turn. He'll fire out. Bounce, and he got him. What a play by Gokey. Knocking it down and keeping his presence of mind to throw him out. But Barstow need to come up with at least 5 runs here in the top of the 6th to get this thing into extra innings. So Cody Landon, who came on in the 4th inning, looking for 3 more outs here. He's going to look at Gabe Mulholland, Jacob Bishop, and Liam Clark due up. Landon has faced 6 Barstow batters. He has struck out 5 of the 6. And the pitching duo of Jordan Hansen and Cody Landon struck out 10 batters, 5 apiece here. So you can see again, pitching very key component to winning championships, or at least getting that, to the next round. And pretty much every facet of the game has worked well tonight. There's a strike right there. 2 strikes now on Mulholland. The defense, for the most part, there's been a couple of mistakes, but, in a game with high pressure like this playoff game, 2 errors you can live with. And strike 3 looking, and he will go down for the first out here for Barstow. So 6 strikeouts now for Landon. He's going to be looking at Jacob Bishop. Bishop 1 for 2 tonight. Jacob Bishop had a single back in the 2nd inning, and he did score a run also in that same inning. Again, Landon has not missed a beat. He came in from playing first base to pitch, and he just picked the ball up and started throwing strikes. And Hansen was very good in his 3 innings of work. Like I said, you got to be on top of it as a coach, counting the innings, especially if, like I said, you play Monday, you win, you play Wednesday, you win, you play Friday, and you got to win 2 or 3 Fridays. So, I mean, there's a lot of innings coming up, and you're going to need your arms out there. And right now, pitching-wise, if things stay the same right now and it ends up the way this score is, Proctor would have got a lot of arms left, a lot of innings left, and key people. So the base is clear here in the top of the 6th. And that strike 2 will freeze him right there. And Bishop didn't agree with the call, steps back and shakes his head. No. He let everybody know that. So Landon, again, his mechanics have been right on tonight, and his release point's very good. And that is a great swing. Fouled it straight back, had a good beat on that pitch, and he'll stay alive with 2 strikes now by getting the bat on the ball. Hope you've enjoyed all the baseball action, softball action brought to you by Munger Vision this spring. Actually, I know the truth, I'm the leader in local sports coverage. And that's going to be back to Landon. He'll foul, he'll lead it, he'll just eat the ball. Probably a good play. Don't compound it. He just lost his balance going for the ball. And unofficially, I'll give Bishop an infield single on the play, but there's the start of your comeback right there. You need base runners, and they got one now. You know what? They don't. They say it went off from Landon's foot, foul ball. So we'll reset. Nobody on base. Still 2 strikes and 1 out. And a pitch on the way. That's going to be to Hansen at second. He's pretty automatic. He'll throw to first, and he'll get the 4-3 ground out. Proctor just 1 out away now from advancing to the next round of the playoffs. And Liam Clark up. He has a RBI single, scored a run, and struck out. Again, right there with Hansen's play, fielding the ball and then throwing off balance to first. You can see Proctor's defense has been outstanding all season, and no difference tonight against Barstow. And he'll jam him inside and get the swinging strike. And so Proctor pitching with 11 strikeouts between Hansen and Landon. And strike 2 right there, and some big timely hits at the plate. Protovansky with that triple jumps right at me in the first inning. And for the next round of the playoffs, Landon to the plate. He'll get it, and Proctor will win the ball game 7-2, and they will go on to the next round, and I'll be here to bring you that action. But a 12 strikeout performance by the pitching combination of Hansen and Landon. And then the bats, they took an inning to get going, but they got fired up, and it was that running game, though, that I don't think it's enough credit that really got the offense in motion and created a lot of good opportunities for Proctor. So congratulations to the Proctor Rangers, a great effort by Barstow, but it'll be Proctor moving on deeper into the playoffs, and we'll have that game for you on Munger Vision.